so much now that Cuddles was near. She closed her eyes and was almost asleep when she heard scritch, screech. Her eyes popped open and she sat straight up. Cuddles was scratching a bedpost. "Don't do that, you'll mark up my bed." Rachel pushed the covers aside and climbed out of bed. She wrapped Cuddles in the doll blanket and placed her at the end of the bed. "Now go to sleep." Rachel was about to climb into bed again when Cuddles sprang off the bed, slid across the floor, and bit into the shoelaces from one of Rachel's shoes. She flipped her head from side to side. Bump, bump, bump. The shoe thudded against the hardwood floor. "Shh! If you're not careful, you'll wake Mom and Pap." Rachel grabbed the shoe and put it in her closet. Then she picked up Cuddles and put her on the bed. "If you make me get up again, I'll put you back outside." "Meow." Cuddles tipped her head and looked at Rachel as if to say, "I'll be good. Please don't put me in the cold." "All right, then." Sighing, Rachel got into bed, pulled the quilt up to her chin, and closed her eyes. She listened for several minutes, but all was quiet. Cuddles must have finally gone to sleep. When Rachel woke up the next morning, she rushed to the window and lifted the shade. The wind had stopped howling, and the snow had quit falling. A perfect day for sledding. Rachel thought about her new friend, Orly. He'd told her that he thought the new sled he'd gotten for Christmas was the fastest around. "We'll see about that," Rachel murmured as she slipped her nightgown over her head. "I'll bet my trusty old sled will go faster than Orly's shiny new one. He just likes to brag." She opened her closet door and took out a long-sleeved dress. "I'd better dress warmly today if I'm going to race my sled during recess." After dressing, Rachel hurried downstairs to the kitchen. Mom was in front of their gas-operated stove, stirring a pot of oatmeal. The spicy aroma of cinnamon tickled Rachel's nose and made her stomach rumble. "Gute Maria." "Good morning, Rachel," Mom said with a cheery smile. "Good morning, Mom. Did you sleep well last night?" "The wind kept me awake at first, and then after I brought—" Rachel clamped her hand over her mouth. She had almost blurted out that she'd let Cuddles into her room. "What's the matter?" Mom asked, squinting her blue eyes. "Why are you covering your mouth?" Rachel dropped her hand. "Nothing's wrong. I slept okay. How about you, Mom?" "Except for your dad's snoring, I slept fairly well, too." Mom touched her stomach and smiled. "I guess I should get used to not sleeping so much. When the Bopley, baby, is born in July, I'll be up several times during the night to feed the little one." Rachel grimaced. She wasn't sure she wanted a new baby in the house. What if Mom and Pap loved the baby more than they loved her? What if she had to do more chores after the baby came? "Would you please set the table?" Mom asked, touching Rachel's arm. "Yeah, yes, okay." Rachel reached into the cupboard to get the glasses, but her elbow bumped the box of brown sugar on the cupboard. The box tumbled to the floor and, splat, brown sugar spilled everywhere. "Always trouble somewhere," Rachel muttered. "I'll clean it up right away, Mom." She hurried to the cleaning closet for the broom and dustpan. Swish, swish. She swept sugar into the dustpan. Swish, swish. Just a few more sweeps, and it would be done. Rachel bent over to pick up the dustpan when, whoosh, a gray and white ball of fur streaked into the room. The dustpan flew out of Rachel's hand, and brown sugar flew everywhere. Some even landed on Cuddles' head. "Oh, no," Rachel said with a groan. "What's that cat doing in the house?" Mom rubbed the spot on her nose where her metal-framed glasses should have been. Instead, they had slipped to the end of her nose. "I wonder if one of the men left the back door open when they went to do their chores," she said, pushing her glasses back in place. Rachel frowned. Come to think of it, she hadn't seen Cuddles on her bed this morning. The silly kitten must have hidden so she wouldn't be put out in the cold. Rachel knew Mom didn't like Cuddles to be in her room, especially not on the bed. She wondered what she could tell Mom.